it's been a hectic year, I must say.
Yeah.
So yeah, before we go further, how are you doing today, Days?
I think I'm doing pretty much well. Also because I think I can feel it that way towards the end. You know what I mean? So yeah, I just can't wait to see what the beginning of 2024 is going to look like. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, man. I'm sure you're asking yourselves why a different location today. We normally shoot from outside, but today the weather is not made sure, so that's why we decided to find a different location. It's a secret location. Yeah. So yeah. Before we go further, how was the last exam?
I wasn't sure about it, but luckily I think it was a blessing in disguise for the fact that it was a multiple choice one. So yeah, it was.
Multiple choice can be tricky as well, eh?
But you know what made it even more easier? It's because isn't that normally they'll give you like 4 choices to choose from.
Oh yeah.
So like they gave us 3. So if you eliminate one that is like obviously wrong,
Then you have to choose between the two
so yeah, between the two you have already like 50% chance
of getting that on.
yeah.
Because I know some multiple choice questions whereby there could be more than one correct answer.
Yeah.
Sometimes there could be like a maximum of 3 correct answers.
True.
And then you need to choose there. And then during my varsity years, which was like 10 years ago, we had what they call negative marking.
Oh.
You know what negative marking is?
No, what's that?
Okay, so you've got 10 questions, right?
Yes.
They are each worth 3 marks.
Which
One-
makes it 30
Yeah.
in total.
So if you get it right, you get your 3 marks. If you leave it blank, you get a 0. If you get it wrong, it's -3.
Oh yeah, it makes sense.
No, not,
If you get it wrong,
yeah.
it's -3.
So, okay, what I'm saying is that if you're not sure about an answer, rather leave it blank than take a chance. Because if you don't get it right, it's subtract 3. You're not getting a 0, but it's -3.
Oh,
It's working
yeah, I get it.
against you.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, so yeah, multiple choice can be challenging as well. So yeah, apart from that, I mean, what was the highlight of your week?
Highlight of my week was actually getting my marks for that exam, because isn't that it was a multiple choice, so like it was easy to mark. So since I was like not sure about
They give
it,
you the result immediately.
no, like 2 or 3 days later.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. Okay,
Yeah.
Are those the results?
Yeah.
Let's see.
So it's the last one.
Let me
on
judge
the
you.
row,
Let me
the
judge
last
you.
one.
This is a distinction, Mos. Wow.
Purr.
Boom, boom, boom. Guys, we work with very smart people here. Eh? It's giving positive vibes.
Yeah.
Oh, well done, man. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. What else happened this week? What was happening?
What
this
was your highlight?
week? Not much highlights. Mostly lowlights.
Really?
Yeah. So let me tell you what happened.
Okay.
Monday, you know, okay, on Sunday we were drinking, for example. Not for example, we were actually drinking. So I was feeling a bit flourish on Sunday. So this friend of mine, I don't know if I should call him a friend, that uncle of mine that day, right?
Yes.
He brought through some Jägermeister, right? And I think I went in a little bit too hard on the Jäger, hey? Yo, that Monday I was very sick. I thought I was dying on Monday, actually.
Really?
Yo, I was sick.
So how
eh?
did you cure it? Did you drink a lot of water? What did you do about it?
I think I drank a lot of water and my body was aching. I couldn't take painkillers because there was no appetite at all. I was sick. No
Yeah.
appetite, nothing. If I didn't die on Monday, yeah, I'm not dying anytime soon. So yeah, guys, drinking Jaeger without any dash is not a good idea. Cause I was just,
so you had drinking it on rocks?
yeah, just on the rocks, no ice.
What?
Just kidding, just on the rocks. So, cause I was trying to get rid of the flu, you know, cause normally
Yeah.
they say Jaeger cures flu and all that shit. But yeah, that was a bad idea.
Ooh.
So yeah, apart from that, Tuesday things started moving a little bit, and yeah, the most highlight was that yesterday on Saturday the 9th, it was my daughter's birthday. So I was a full-time dad yesterday. I had to do some spoiling and stuff like that. So that was good. That was actually the highlight of my week.
Yeah,
My daughter's
right?
birthday. She was turning 2 yesterday.
So tell us about yesterday. How was it? I saw you posted that you were really tired later on the day.
I was. I mean, so what we did in the morning was that we went for a photo shoot around 9ish, 10ish. Then came back. On our way back, we grabbed some breakfast, Nyana. Via drive-through, didn't it? And then got home. I had some work to do. I had to do some work. I did some work from around 11ish, around 1 until around 1. And then same time, like same day on Saturday, around 1, we took her for like a massage or a spa, what. It's like a combination. For like 30 minutes. They split the 30 minutes into two there. 15 minutes, they put them into a pool. Then they try and teach them how to swim and stuff like that. But she wasn't budging, there was a white woman that was helping her through that stuff. She was, even the white woman was like, this kid doesn't like this thing. And she wasn't crying. She was just
like,
making some frowning face.
Yeah, the body language could tell she's not up.
What are you doing to me? And then fast forward from that, she went through for a massage that she really enjoyed.
Yeah.
Because I mean, they even play that soft music.
Yeah.
And then she was almost about to fall asleep. And then before she was about to fall asleep, time was up.
Oh.
And then we had to leave. After that, we went through to Monty. We played some games. After games, finally, we went for supper or lunch or whatever.
Yeah.
We had something to eat, and then they came and sang for her at Spur, which was nice. She really enjoyed that. She even got some free dessert.
Oh.
Yeah, that was on the house, by the way. So I think that was pretty much it. But I don't know how those other parents do it. Like some do it every week, where they take kids out to play every week. Guys, I can't do it.
It's tiring, hey?
And I think what really, I was actually reflecting on my life yesterday. What really messed me up. No, reflecting while we're doing what we're doing with the baby's birthday. I actually don't enjoy going where there's a lot of people, like malls and stuff like that. You know why?
Why?
Since 2020, we've been working from home a lot. So I'm mostly by myself in most cases. Whenever I need something done, I'll buy online or I'll probably delegate, it'll be done for me. So being in the mall where there's a whole lot of people, I don't think it's something that I want to do every day. Because before that, on Thursday night as well, went to the mall to do some shopping, Yana. I still, I think on that night, I did about 7,000 steps just walking up and down at the mall. It's not my thing, to be honest.
So
don't you wanna do that for me?
Maybe later. So it's like now you can't do with a lot of people. You just wanna small space.
I feel like I'm more comfortable when I'm around people that I know. But being at the mall and having to deal with people, having to find parking at the basement, I feel like it's a lot of work, okay? But anyway, that was the highlight. Let me not overshare. So today, Dinsang, what's today's episode about actually? Because we're heading towards the end of the year. There's not much happening at the moment. People are closing at work. Some claim to have year-end fatigue, but for some reason it only happens during the week. On weekends, people are busy.
Yeah, they're back. They're energized again.
But I understand they don't have energy to work, but they have energy for other things.
Yeah, for themselves, for things that actually makes them happy and things like that.
To be honest, working is not nice, guys. It's only nice when the paycheck clocks in that day. But generally, it's not nice.
Unless if maybe you're doing something that you really, really enjoy, right? But I also think at some point it gets a little bit tiring.
Still, I think that's okay. I don't know about you, but this year has been too much for most people. Let me put it like that.
That's true.
So people just wanna sit back, relax, reset, restart, and start planning for the new year. Because there's not much. What is today? The 10th.
Yeah,
there's literally about 21 days left of 2023. Ooh. So it's 3 weeks.
We're almost done, eh?
We're almost done. We are almost done. So what are we touching on today?
So basically today's episode is about reflecting on the year 2023, and big ups to us who've made it to this point, right? Living is not a giveaway, it's not given, it's not guaranteed. Some didn't make it to June.
Waking up is a blessing on its own.
Truly, definitely. So it's really a blessing to be like to live from Jan to December. So yeah, and also I think about this year, a lot of people were able to like get back on their feet from COVID. If we we're being really honest, like some of them, most of them obviously recovered maybe last year or a year before, but a lot of people like were able to get back like thoroughly so
proper,
this year, you know.
You've recovered.
Yeah. So yeah, I think, how do you think this year has been? Like all
for
around?
me or for
No, like generally, yes.
It's been a challenging year, to be honest. I won't lie to you. From the economical side of things, just the social kind of side of things.
Yeah.
So, yeah, to be honest, personally, I saw flames. Though there were some, downsides, there were also some upsides of it. Yeah, man. There's a lot that happened.
Definitely.
But at the very least, I just want to say I'm grateful for all the lessons that I've learned throughout this year. I've learned a lot of lessons. And I think one thing that this year taught me, is to be strong emotionally, to deal with situations like head on. Those are some of the things that I learned this year, that instead of running away from situations, you need to face them head on and make sure that until something is resolved, you actually don't stop fighting for what you really want. Because if it wasn't for that, I think, I don't normally deal with situations head on, but this year, I don't think I had much of a choice, and I had to face them. On your side, what was the biggest lesson learned this year, if you had to reflect?
I'll also have to still, like what you just said, I also think my emotional intelligence was like reinforced a little bit, got a little bit of push. And then also I think I got to exercise like endurance in things, whether good or bad, if you know what I mean. Like being able to say, even if it's this hard, like I'm just gonna go through it, feel it, and like there's gonna be an end of it, right? Yeah.
Did you cry or laugh a lot?
Ooh, that's a tricky one. I don't know.
No, you must know. We're talking about you right now, right?
No, I think maybe it goes 50-50, because like there were days where like things were bad, also including loss of people, like loved ones, and also not maybe enjoying life like the way you think you're supposed to enjoy it.
I mean, okay, Ibambela, who determines that, how you're supposed to enjoy life? Is it you or the outside world?
I guess, like, with the honest truth, I think the universe does. But at the back of, like, everyone at the back of their mind, like, have a sort of vision or like a wish to say, this is like how I want to live this year, you know. And it starts from vision boards, because other people do vision boards, right? To say maybe I'm gonna get a much bigger place, I'm gonna travel, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, right? So if something that you've prayed for and jotted down on your vision board and none of it happens, obviously, like, it just crushes you.
You feel like a little bit of a failure.
Yeah, true, you know. So yeah, I think I got to like accept those kind of things and enjoy them and pass them.
Academically, how did things go? Are you happy academically?
Extremely happy. I was flourishing this year.
Yeah, I saw those distinctions, eh?
I was flourishing. Funny enough, I thought that maybe this year, because like third year it was going to show me flames, but surprisingly, hey, it was like the total opposite. I was doing very well.
Oh. So what did you do differently this year that made you like flourish, as you said?
Even nothing really, because remember we started working on the website last year, October, right?
Yeah, about a year ago, yeah.
Yeah, so in Jan, I had set goals for myself to say, I wanna, isn't that, you know, that it shows me the percentages and things like that.
Yeah, ratings, basically.
Yes, yeah, exactly. So like from this year, Jan, like I had an extra commitment to myself, and it was not just academics, right? So obviously now it means that if I had 75% of academic time, now it means like maybe I have 30, for example.
Yeah, it's been cut down into like almost half.
Yes. So reason why I'm saying it surprises me, because also after my dad's funeral, which was May, like I was not even studying, to be honest. From June up until now, like I was not studying as I usually used to do.
So you are smart.
Nah.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes, I mean, you don't have to be modest about the whole thing. If you think you're smart, just say it. Yeah, I am smart.
I think that's rude. I think it's being arrogant sometimes.
No, but the thing is, we especially with black people, we don't take like our glory. If you're the shit, you're the shit. Let's say now you are a soccer player, for example, and you are killing him. So you think Messi, if you were to say to Messi or Ronaldo, to say, dog, you're the shit, you're a goat. I'd be like, nyazama. If you're the shit, you're the shit. If you're a goat, you're a goat.
You know, I think us blacks, right, were kind of like maybe brainwashed with the older generation, because
So you must remain humble.
yeah, and also to say, remember in our own tribe we have the saying to say shukuba chai. So I think we were brought up like that, and now when you like have to accept your glory and accept your privilege, you feel like maybe you're being arrogant towards
if you're
other
the shit,
people.
you're the shit. No, but if you're excelling in something, I think you should actually, acknowledge yourself first.
Yeah, true.
Because, for example, I'm sure you can also relate to this. There are situations that you've survived that actually no one knows about. And I'm sure deep down you do say to yourself, like, yo, I really did well with dealing with that situation,
Yes.
That's why they say sometimes you must learn to celebrate yourself for stuff that you dealt with without anyone knowing. Yeah,
True.
because we deal with certain things, like coming to that now. I also read something that says there are certain like journeys that you need to take alone. No parent, no partner, no friend, just you and God. You see, because there are certain things that only you and I don't think even therapy can help in certain things. Like, for example, I'm gonna put you on the spot here. After your dad passed away, right?
Yeah.
I think only you and you know how it feels or what you're going through. Né?
Yeah.
I don't know how much of that you've dealt with. Mara, what I want to tell you, for example, not even your partner or your mom knew what you were going through exactly.
Yeah.
Only you knew.
Definitely.
So for the fact that you found some coping mechanisms or a way to deal with that situation, you must blow your own horn for doing that, because some people actually don't make it through those situations. Some fall into depression, some become suicidal, some blame themselves as if like, what if I didn't do enough?
Yeah,
Stuff like that. In your case, I don't know how much of that you've dealt with, but are you okay now? Have you dealt with that enough, or you still, you take it as it comes, one day at a time?
I think I wouldn't say I have dealt with it completely, because things like loss, especially losing your loved ones, is not like experiencing a hiccup in your life. Maybe, for example, losing your apartment, you can recover that again, or you can work extra hard, or you can find a job, like you can work towards it again and replace it. So I think with losing your loved ones, it honestly takes a lifetime, because also the thing with losing your loved ones, right, whenever maybe you encounter an achievement in your life, or a highlight, something to cherish over, and they're not there, you kind of like grieve again, to say
they're not there to celebrate with you.
Exactly, they're not there to experience you win and things like that. So I think you just get to live with it, and it gets to a point where when you remember it, you don't cry anymore. So I think I'm at that place where I don't have to think about it and cry. I just think about it and get a little bit nostalgic, and then I get all over it again, if you know what I mean. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sure, I know. It was
I was about
tough.
to say something about, what did you say? Oh, the thing about like maybe struggling to to experience your own glory. I came across a video online. So this person was basically saying that black people, like, every time you'll never hear them say, no, now, like, financially I'm good. Like,
they're always crying.
I know, hey, I don't have money. That time maybe in account they have like 90K, but they'll still complain and say, no, I'm not good. It's really
I'll tell you why black people behave like that. Okay, I need to paint a clear picture for you on this one.
Yeah.
Let's say you are in a bigger circle, right? Let's say I've got friends that we are on the same level, for example. We are both comfortable financially.
Yeah.
In that circle, it's easier to actually disclose that you actually do have money, I'm comfortable. But if you're in a circle of friends where maybe 3 of the friends are not working, you're the only one working, you can't be disclosing your bank balance like that, because first of all, you're gonna be get mistaken for bragging.
Gonna be seen as arrogant.
Beside from being arrogant, now they start having financial problems that will require you to assist. That's why people act broke, because they don't want to be asked for help. But if I'm in a circle of friends whereby we're all winning, it's easier to say, that invoice of 100K came through last night. He's not going to ask me for a cent.
Yeah.
But if I tell a broke friend that I got paid 100K from an invoice, now he's not going to have electricity, his phone is going to break, his Wi-Fi is going to be off. Like, even with families, right? Let's say we are all working, we are sharp. It's easier to tell my sister, I make 100K a month. You can tell me I make 50, the other one say I make 60. But if you're the only one working, if the moment you say you make 100K, everyone wants a share of that pie.
You're actually opening some sort of loophole for people.
So that's why people act broke sometimes.
So if you act broke, does it mean like you're in a wrong circle?
Some with family you don't choose, right? But with friends, maybe you are. But to me, I don't think I make friends based on their financial status. To be honest, if we connect and we are good, I'm okay. I can make friends with anyone. I do have friends that are below me financially, friends that are higher than me, friends that are on the same level. It depends on the stuff that we talk about. If you can relate to certain situations. So when it comes to money, money is a tricky subject.
Yeah, true.
What I have realized is that sometimes money is the source of conflict between relationships, with friends, family, and all of that. So what I've learned, right?
Yeah.
People need to be very clear whether they are borrowing money or they're asking for money. Because if you now come to me and say, can I please have 500? We need to be very clear. Are you borrowing the money?
Or you're asking for it?
If you're asking, I won't have an expectation that I'll have it back. So I think a mistake that happens in some relationships is that even the way we say things, look, not okay, 200. Am I asking or borrowing?
You're asking.
You're
asking.
Yeah, so I think that's why maybe we get it wrong and we now start having expectations. But
also it's also, I think it's also about the communication. You have to be like clear as much as possible.
Now we are real. Where's the money returning?
Yeah, because also you have your own commitments that require money and things like that. So imagine if I'm asking money from you and then no, I'm actually borrowing in my head. No, asking in my head, and I'm actually saying it, communicating as if I'm borrowing.
And then now I have an expectation that you must bring it back.
Right.
You see.
So it ends up inconveniencing you in a way.
Another thing that I've seen, I don't know if you've noticed this behavior. People are fucked up out there. This is one thing that this year has taught me.
Yeah.
For example, if I now go out tonight or whenever, and then maybe I post on social media, me popping bottles or whatever, or buying myself something nice, now problems start popping up from left and right. People will start asking you for favors, thinking that because you can afford to spoil yourself, you have money for them as well. But I think that's a wrong mentality, to be honest.
It is, definitely is.
Or if they see me in a flight, maybe going somewhere on a vacation, now all of a sudden their problems start popping up because they saw me on a flight going to a vacation. I think we need to, in 2024, we need to leave that mentality behind. I think it's a fucked up mentality, guys.
Also, they forget that, things like maybe spoiling yourself or traveling, people normally plan for that. I can
In
plan
advance.
to go to.
Way in advance.
True, I can start maybe, for example, I can start saving to go to Bali, like maybe saving for like 2 years to come, right?
Exactly.
And someone thinks maybe no, she got all the money, therefore I can just ask for money anytime, which is wrong, totally wrong.
Yeah, I know. What were the money lessons you learned this year, 2023?
Money lessons. I think this year more than ever, I was so what's the word? Disciplined with money. If you know what I mean.
I know. Yeah, you were responsible.
Very extremely. Like other than the years before, like I would just buy anything unplanned, like just spend money.
It's called what is it? Is it impulsive buying or whatever? Like say you go to the mall, right? And you were planning to buy a dress, but now you see some heels that you really like, but you're not planning on buying those
and
heels.
then I end up
You
buying.
end up buying the heels. It's called impulsive buying. Correct
Not
me, guys,
sure.
if I'm wrong. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, with shopping, girls and shopping.
So you can imagine how hard that is. So I was like, yeah, I think I really was disciplined with money. Like
Why?
if
What made you disciplined?
I think I got to a point where I was like I kind of realized that, oh man, like time is not on my side anymore. There are things that I need to be having by now, like for myself, for the visions that I have for myself, you know. Yeah. So.
Were you saving towards something or something?
Yes, like I was.
Did you achieve that?
Yes, I did.
Nice.
Yes, I
I
did.
haven't seen your car parked outside. Oh, it's on the way.
No, maybe not a car. Maybe not a car, but yeah, those small things that like a responsible person or
Should
someone
have.
who receives money should have.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so
Yeah, no?
so that is what I did. Did you do anything financially that you accomplished?
Nothing wow. I think I only did the necessities. So remember I moved into this house last year, December, right? So what I did, which I think is an achievement maybe,
It is.
I got rid of all the furniture that I came with here from the old house. Got rid of everything. Everything that's in the house now is new. So I bought like 100% brand new furniture.
That's huge.
Yeah.
You know, furniture is expensive.
Yeah, furniture is expensive.
It
Guys,
is.
yo.
Furniture is expensive.
There was a time I bought furniture. I thought, this one can literally buy a car. Why don't I buy a Tesla like this one? But yeah, I think it feels good as well. And it brings a new feeling in the house.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think I did. What else? Thank God, I made a promise to myself because from 2018, I was buying cars almost every year. So in 2018, I bought my City Golf. In 2019, I bought a Mac, a Mercedes that I used to do. I remember my Mac.
Yes, I do.
And then in 2020, I bought a BMW, the first one.
You used to
2021.
love that one.
No, that's the first one, the grey one. And I bought the white
No,
one
I
in
mean the
2021.
white one, yes.
And then in 2022 again, I bought another car. And then I bought another car in 2020. So this year I made a promise to myself that this year we're not buying any cars. And I'm so glad that we're almost 21 days. I don't think I'll buy it in 21 days. So big ups to me.
Yeah.
I've been buying a lot of cars and yeah, they make me happy, yes, but sometimes I feel like it's a waste of money. So I didn't buy any car this year. Boom, boom, boom.
I mean, like beating that urge, like it's
yeah,
big, it's really
and
big.
there were times where I was tempted to actually buy one because my car gave me some issues at some point. I think I had to replace an alternator or something. And I got so mad. I'm like, I'm paying a lot for this car every month and yet I still need to do fixes. Fuck this thing. I'm buying another car. And then some common sense kicked in and like, do you really need another car? Calm the fuck down. And then thank God I didn't buy another car. So yeah, I've just been buying cars, but now I think I've got bigger things to focus on. My daughter is gonna start school soon, so school fees is gonna show me flames.
Yeah.
I'm not looking forward to that. But yeah, things like that have to happen. I think also this year, I think I'm getting old. I'm starting to feel more responsible. Like even now, imagine I'm drinking coffee on a weekend.
Is it because of the weather?
Yeah, the weather is not making sure. So I just felt like a little bit of coffee. I needed some caffeine in my brain. So, like, there are certain things that I think I outgrew this year as well. Things like, going out. Going out to me is no longer a priority as much as it used to be. Sometimes I can spend the whole weekend at home. What I'll probably do, I'll go maybe buy a few drinks, come back, play with my daughter, just maybe binge watch some series on Netflix or whatever. I think I'm starting to enjoy the indoor life more. I don't know if I'm getting old or something, but yeah, things like that. I've learned to outgrow certain habits, and I've learned that, I don't know if you've realized, no? Going out is expensive now.
It is.
Yeah.
It
Put it.
is.
For its normal outing, even for one or for two, you need to budget like $1,000 just to go out. That's a lot.
Really, it's a lot.
When else did you go out like proper?
Like proper.
Yeah.
But depends, what's proper for you?
I mean, you don't drink, right? I think I should have bought some ciders today so we taste them. I wanted you to taste some alcohol.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think time was not on my side.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll taste early next year when we come back.
Yeah.
By the way, guys, this is our last episode for the year. We'll be back early next year. So, while we'll be doing for the rest of the year, we'll be, resetting, thinking of new content that we can bring you guys so that you can, enjoy the kind of stuff that I believe we're teaching out there. Eh? As much as we might be having fun, I believe someone is learning from us.
Yeah, definitely.
But you haven't answered me. When last did you go out proper? Proper, it means where you had the most fun. Maybe, let's say you went to a festival, né? Where you screamed your lungs out, the next morning your voice was out, stuff like that. Or where you feel like you had the most fun.
No, for me, like proper is kind of like the opposite of that, I don't like going out and then having to be sick the following day. You know what I mean?
But that's what makes it interesting, that the fact that you're sick, it means you really had fun.
I get, like when I go out, maybe, because I remember when was it? August? During my birthday week, we went to, what's this place by Busy Corner in Tembisa?
In Bizo.
Granite.
Oh, Granite, yeah.
We went there and we said, I bought some cocktails. Like by 12-ish, 1-ish, the moment I got tired, like I just wanted to leave. Like the moment I'm out, when I get tired, I just want to leave.
You lose interest in the whole thing.
Yeah, exactly.
But you're still young. How do you lose interest at that age? I remember when I was your age, that was like almost like 10 years ago. I used to groove until like
morning.
Until dawn. But now what I've realized with grooving, that is why I actually hate going out as well. If I can go out tonight, for example, if I really have a rough Sunday where I drink a lot on Sundays, I'll have a very slow start to the week. And I'll probably start being myself again around Tuesday or Wednesday.
That's the thing.
When I was younger, I would have a rough night, wake up the next morning, I'll be myself. So I think since I turned 30, on this side of 30, things started slowing down a bit. I mean, I don't feel that energetic anymore. That's why I feel like I've lost a lot of some interest in like going out, coming back in the early hours of the morning. I think me being a dad also contributed to that because I need to be home and stuff like that. I just feel like I'm missing out on certain things when I go out. Though I need to go out now and again, but it's not as frequent as it used to be when I was younger. Yeah, I mean the energy has actually died there. Yeah, and I mean, there's this video I once saw of a shooting that happened in some club in Sosha. It actually frightened me a bit, and then when I think of going out, I have like flashbacks of that video. Like, what if it happens? And what if I was there?
Yeah, and also nowadays, like, people are not safe out there because anyone can just get a license, like a firearm license.
Gun, yeah.
Everyone has them, and the next thing you step on them, they pull it out. Like anything can just happen nowadays.
The life is too fast, eh? Life is too fast. So going out.
So for me, like, also the thing is, for me, my kind of fun is like maybe going out, we have lunch, dinner, whatever. Like maybe going to farmers market, like that's your kind of, that's my kind of fun. Or going to
the light stuff.
Yeah, not like clubbing and things like that.
The movies. Have you been to the movies this year?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, I have.
You know when last I was at the movies? In March 2020, before COVID. That week before COVID. I think because now I've got the Showmax subscriptions and Netflix, maybe I don't see the need of going to the movies.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but yesterday I was at Monty, for example. Ne? So the Spur at Monty is next to New Metro, next door. I was having some, some flashbacks about going to the movies, and you know what I smelled? You know that popcorn smell from the movies.
Yes.
I was like, fuck, man, I haven't been to the movies in a while. So maybe I should actually consider going to the movies a bit.
Yeah.
And what else? We need to talk about a lot of stuff. There's something that I wanted to ask you just now, but I forgot. On this, where should we touch on again?
Let's touch on any plans for 2024. Any what's the word? Resolutions. Yes.
You see this screen of mine?
Mm-hmm.
The resolution will remain the same, even next year. Anyway, they say you mustn't share your plans with people.
Yeah.
But what I can say is that this year taught me to be a little bit selfish. Don't do more for people than they do for you. Don't, and also, don't be too available. Don't be that person that's always accessible. Don't be that person who, I know this will pick up my call and she'll always be there for me. Sometimes you must, they say absence makes the heart grow fonder. And by not being too available, you're actually increasing your value. Yeah. If someone comes to my house and always finds me at home, my value decreases because I'm too accessible and I'm too available. But if you have to, to set an appointment to see me, you actually even value the time that I give you because you don't always get it.
True.
You see? So you must learn to be selfish and put yourself first. It's not selfish, but it's necessary.
Self-care also.
And you must learn to say no.
That is one big thing I've learned, like, to do for myself.
Yeah, you must learn to say no because sometimes people take advantage. And what I've learned this year, people don't reciprocate. Motherfuckers don't reciprocate. Although they say when you help, you must help without expecting anything in return. But it's not that easy, guys, to be honest. Let's say now, a friend has a car breakdown. I go and assist them. Maybe they've got a best tire or whatever. I go there, give them a spare wheel, make sure they get home safely. And then I have the same problem 2 weeks later, and then they don't reciprocate that kind of help that I gave them. It's actually very discouraging. I don't know if I would still keep that person as a friend or if I can still count on them.
And it really is discouraging. Yeah. Also, the thing about saying no, I used to be that person, like, I would fulfill the next person's feelings before mine.
So you were basically selfless.
Exactly. So I think I've learned to keep my space better and my feelings good by saying no, I won't be available. No, I can't join you guys today. Things like that. Or maybe someone wants to have a long phone call with me, and that time, like, I'm just being by myself and like thinking and reflecting. Like, you can't disturb my peace. Like, maybe I'll just leave the call and maybe get back to you later on. Things like that.
You know what I've learned as well? When I'm not okay emotionally, I have a lot of conversations with myself. If I feel like today I'm not okay, I've developed a habit of actually switching off my phone and not talk to, just ignore the world. Fuck the world. For example, on Monday, the whole of Monday, I didn't respond to any WhatsApp. I didn't respond to any phone calls. No emails.
Yeah.
I was just in that moment of having those.
Like spending time with yourself.
Yeah. I was having one-on-ones with myself. And then on Tuesday, I felt a lot better now. I felt like I could talk to the world. Because, if you want to talk and I'm not in a good space, I won't be of good company. And let's say we're talking on the phone, I'm just like, I won't even give you my full attention.
Like you'll be giving from an empty cup.
Which you can't. Which you can't. So, hey, I think next year, things will have to change there. I'll need to sustain the same energy. I think people might call it being a dick, but sometimes being a dick is actually good. Have you ever been nice, and then later you being nice comes back to bite you, and then you think to yourself, I should have just been a dick. I would have saved myself from a lot of drama.
Yeah, not any incident that I can remember of, but like I get what you're saying.
Yeah, let's say now you give your 200 rand, your last 200 rand to your friend who needed help, ne? And you really also needed it, but you thought they needed it more. And then now when you're supposed to get it back, they are not picking your calls, they are blue ticking you.
Like trash.
So by not picking up that call, you would have saved yourself from a lot of drama. Speaking about that, what do you think about friends borrowing each other money? Is that good practice or not?
Hey, money is so sensitive, eh? But also, I think initially it depends on the kind of friendship. You know, that friends who are like really genuine, they're like really open with one another. Like they're actually brave to say, friend, I have searched with me, I have nothing. Please borrow me, I'll give you on this particular date. And indeed, they do that. So even if maybe another incident happened that they happen to borrow money from you, and then they don't give you, they also come back to like give communication to say, friend, this and this happened, I didn't make it, I'll give you on this day. You know, like you can see that
communication.
Exactly. Some relationships have way better communication, and I think that makes things much simpler, and there won't be any awkward vibes between the two of you. But there's some people like you borrow their money, exactly, like they don't communicate, they act like nothing happened, and now you have to start. Kind of people. And now you have to start asking for your money.
You know what pisses me off to the core? Let me tell you something. That really pisses me off. Ne? If I was white, as I'm speaking about this, I was going to turn pink or red. So now, you borrow a friend money, ne? You don't borrow a friend, you lend a friend money. I remember these principles from school, ne? For you not to get it wrong in future. You lend to and you borrow from.
Yeah.
So you borrow money from the bank lends you money.
Yeah.
So you lend money to a friend. And now, when they're supposed to pay back, they come with stories. This is the part that pisses me off to the core. Now you have to explain why you need your money. Fuck, man. Fucking hell. Fucking hell, I hate that shit. No, friend, I need that money. I need to go to town or hey, my bro, I need that money. I need to pour fuel in the car. I need to go somewhere. Why do I have to explain to you that I need my money?
It's bad now.
Nah, that's
really
fucked up,
bad.
bro. That's why I think now I've been pushing it back, especially now towards the end of the year. I don't entertain any money subjects between friends because I'm saving our relationship. Because if things like this keep happening, it's actually bad for us, eh?
True.
I think if you check friends, like you said, they are genuine friends that you know, like we can trust each other with money. But I feel like if the relationship doesn't involve money a lot, it lasts longer.
Definitely.
Because as they say, money is the root of all evil. If anyone, when it comes to money, I really like, if you owe me money, you need to pay me. I don't play with money.
Definitely.
Even with banks, no? Banks have all the money, but if you owe them, they want their money.
Definitely.
You see?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think, okay, what I can say, so you need to know who's the genuine one and who's not the genuine one.
Yes.
Yeah, so hey, guys, you know what I always wish for my circle, my whole circle, whether it's friends, family, or whatever. I wish we can all win so that we don't have to bother each other to that level. You see, if we can all win, man, I pray to God that He blesses everyone around me so that they don't have to depend on one particular person and all of that. You see. But yeah, you need to hustle. It doesn't just come like that. You see.
And I guess our faiths are way different, you know.
You believe in God, by the way?
Definitely I do.
Do you believe there's a God even?
I believe in the higher power. I don't know. But yeah, I do believe in God because I do pray.
Are you Christian?
We talked about that, remember?
Yeah. So, do you know that most people in this country, in South Africa, are Christians because they were, because of things like colonization.
Yes.
Before colonized by Arabs, for example,
would be
maybe Hindu or Muslim or whatever.
That means would be following that particular.
Yeah, that Allah thing.
Yeah.
So the God topic, we'll come back to it in another time. So what is the next one here?
Did we discuss the things that we're living in 2023, right?
Borrowing money from friends. Yeah, you must lose
You're
that shit.
serious with that one? You must have had
It pisses me off, man.
You're talking like you've had a rough experience with that one.
Too much. There's a lot of people that owe me money right now. If I had to name drop,
Yeah.
I think this episode would last like 2 hours. And it's not like 200 or 500, it's
like
a lot.
Big money.
Yeah, motherfuckers take advantage.
Yeah,
So, guys, you're not getting any money from me in 2024, hey?
Yeah.
No money. Yeah, from me. Plus, I don't have the money.
Yeah.
My daughter is starting school. A
Yeah.
lot of things are happening, so
A lot of commitments are coming in now.
Yeah, so if you're thinking about money, I'm not your person. I'm not your person. And I need to maybe cutting down on habits. Hey, I feel like
Habits like?
Drinking. I need to cut down on the drinking. I think this December I'm drinking this much to end the year, but I think from next year I need to cut it down.
Yeah.
It's been a lot. Hey. For health reasons, and I feel like this thing as we grow older, like I told you that the more you drink and as you age, your body takes longer to fight the hangover and stuff like that. So I think I just need to tone it down a bit. But I need something else that I'll focus on that will make me drink less, for example. I need a hobby. If I get a hobby, maybe start cycling. Actually, I sold my bike, because I wasn't using it anymore. Yeah, so cycling is out. Maybe I should go back to the gym. And you know what the thing is, nah?
Yeah.
This year I actually was paying for the gym, but I never stepped into the
gym.
Not even a single day.
Damn.
And the gym was not even that far. It was around, but I never went to the gym. I don't know why.
Gym is fun. I think it's really fun. I also got to go to gym for like 3-4 months earlier this year, and I was starting to enjoy it. But because I think I had like limited time, then
you
stopped going. Plus, I had to I just thought to myself that I can't be paying like taxi fare the whole month. And
go to the gym.
It's quite a distance. Yeah.
So gym. I don't know if I should. I just need to find something. You know what I did also this year? I did some walking also. I used to take walks on Saturday mornings. But that didn't last for long.
Didn't go far.
Yeah, it didn't go far. But what we're living also, drinking, you must tone down. What else? And then, do you believe in this thing of cutting people off when you go to the new year? Like whereby you reevaluate your circle, right? Or whatever, maybe whether it's family, friends, or whatever. Do you believe in cutting people off?
No, for me, it's not directed. It doesn't depend on whether the year is ending or not. Even if it's March, if I feel like I need to reduce my circle, I just do that.
Anytime. I think I'm crazy, right? There are certain decisions that I can just wake up and make. Let's say I've been thinking about certain things, reevaluating our relationship, whether it's a friend, it's a family member. If I wake up that morning and then it tells me that delete that guy's number and move on, I do that. Randomly so.
Yeah,
is there anything wrong with me?
No.
You do it as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wake up, I'm like, auntie, someone, that girl, nah? Aye. Delete.
So if someone is not seeing his statuses on WhatsApp, just know that.
If you see, you don't see my profile picture and my statuses anymore. I didn't change my number. And I'm still posting statuses.
Every day.
Yeah, you're just not there.
Yeah. Just like me. Earlier this year, I think I lost a friend, right?
What, did she die?
No, not like that. Like we just separated, So it happened that I was supposed to attend a wedding, right?
Her wedding?
Yes.
Oh yeah?
So, since I had already started with my financial plans to say this is how much I'm gonna put away, I won't be going out to have lunch as often. I'm not gonna be buying clothes, So it happened that when I calculated the money that I had to spend to go to a wedding, it was crazy.
Yeah, it was not practical for you to do. Yeah.
Exactly. So I told her that, I'm not gonna, at first I was supposed to be part of the bridesmaids, right?
Yeah.
So initially I had told her that, friend, I'm not gonna be able to be part of the group because I don't think I'll be able to afford the attires and everything. She was like, okay, cool. And then before, after that, I suggested to say, look, I'm gonna be expecting NSS money. So if you are able, just pay for me in installments, because I think, if I remember correctly, we were supposed to be like paid in 3 months, like in installments, right? Yeah, so I was like, if you're able, you can please pay for me for like maybe first installment, and then the following month when I receive my money, I'm gonna pay you back, right? So she's like, no, I don't have money, my husband's gonna be doing everything, I don't have money and things like that. And I was like, okay, cool, I'm just gonna come if I do have money, right?
Yeah, just
so,
like as an ordinary guest.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the time passed by, and then during that week, right, I could see like she had like strain with putting things together, you know, like it can be stressful, right?
It can be very, very
so I thought
demanding.
I thought to myself, like, I think 4 days before, to say, if I call her now and tell her, Fane, I'm not coming, you know, it's gonna be, maybe she's going to feel drained.
You're gonna add on to the stress.
Right? Like, that was me thinking. So I ended up doing that and not tell her. So I just told myself, on Sunday, I'm gonna call her and explain everything.
After the wedding.
After the wedding. Was I wrong? There was a beach there.
No, I don't know. Continue. I'll tell you if you were or not.
So the day arrived, and trust me, on that Saturday, like, I was just not feeling good, you know.
No, you were feeling like guilty,
yeah, like I can't be there. I didn't go and I didn't tell her, you know. But in my head, I was thinking, I don't want to add more stress, you know. So after the wedding, obviously she didn't see me.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. And then I texted her, we spoke, and I told her, look, I didn't tell you because of this and this and that. And then she told me per side that no, I was disappointed. I got like question of friendship, that like this is a big thing happening.
I'd be disappointed as well.
True, I like, honestly, I would also be disappointed. Like, yeah, she said it's a big thing and you were not there and things like that, you know. So after that, like, I was really trying to, like, maybe
make things right.
Yeah, or maybe to make it up to her, you know, like speak and tell her that, because after that she was like kind of distant. Yeah, nah, you know.
Were you surprised?
No, I wasn't.
Yeah, I mean, I would also expect the same thing.
Like, the reason why I was like doing too much, like, to make it up to her, right? So, and also that I was like also thinking maybe to organize a spa date for us and talk and things like that. But like, because of the energy now that she was giving, like, it kind of,
you got discouraged.
And also I became very, very vulnerable with her, to say, look, I miss you, you are so distant, I know like that incident disturbed you, but please, like, just pretend if you have to give me the same energy. Like, eventually I believe that
she wasn't returning the energy.
Yeah, like, she just didn't buy it. And like, over days went by, and like, we're not responding to our statuses anymore, like, we're not talking. And then I just decided to delete her number.
To move on.
Yeah.
Has she ever reached out ever since?
No.
So their friendship is really dead.
Yeah, it's like dead. Like, to me, like, I came openly and honestly to say, I miss you, I know I missed it, but I'm willing to, you know. And the reason why I didn't speak to you is just because I didn't want to add more stress to you.
And okay, I must say, you know, what you did was actually very bold, because most people do fuck up, you know? And then when they fuck up, they didn't actually acknowledge their fuck ups.
Exactly.
So you acknowledged your fuck up.
I did.
And you repeatedly tried to reach out.
I did.
And you were kind of like rejected.
Yes.
So fuck it. Fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch, right? Yeah, I mean, it's not like you were trying to blame it on her or whatever. You did actually acknowledge it.
I did tell her that I know I
And you were sincere about it, right?
I was.
Yeah, fuck it.
And for me, you know, like, it takes so much for someone to like be vulnerable, to say, I miss you and I know
and especially
I was wrong.
in the world we're living in, people are very arrogant and stuff like that. So when someone actually swallows their pride and actually
come out like
tell
honest.
you exactly how they feel,
exactly.
You should actually appreciate that. So I think maybe she had her own agendas. Eh?
Yeah, so for me it felt like, no man, she's also not, at least if maybe she had told me, look, I think I need some time
to process this.
Yeah, you know, so, I would have taken that. But
so also she doesn't value your friendship as much as maybe you thought she does. So I think, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah,
I'm sure you will make other friends. Do you have a best friend?
No, my best friend is downstairs.
Oh, so no other best friends?
best. I just have friends, like the friends that I told you about that they graduated recently. Yeah, those are my friends because we come from the same hood. I know their problems, they know my problems, like they're genuine friends.
Genuine. So our best friends are both downstairs.
Yeah.
Cool. So I don't know. Anything else you wanna talk about? Maybe we should wrap up a bit. I think we should touch on this topic, but I think there was something I wanted to touch on as well. What is it?
I think I also had topics, right?
Yeah,
Before we decided that
on
we were
this
gonna.
one, yeah.
So let me just pick one out from this one, and then we talk about it, and then we can wrap.
Yeah.
So I want to know from you, right?
Yeah.
Is spending a fortune for a wedding really worth it? Like a big fortune.
Yes and no.
Why?
Yes, when you can afford to. But if you don't have that money, if you're gonna borrow the money, it's not worth it. I think spend what you can afford to. If you've got 200k to blow on a wedding and you have it, cool. But if you have to go and borrow the money from the bank or somewhere, then don't. People can actually get married for less than 100k if you do like a traditional wedding. And another thing black people don't know is that a white wedding is a traditional wedding to white people. This whole thing of having a traditional today and a white wedding tomorrow, it doesn't make sense to me.
It's like doing the same thing twice.
Yeah. So I feel like do what your budget permits. Because you must remember, a fortune to me and a fortune to you, it might not mean the same thing. It's like you being broke and me being broke. It's not the same thing. When some people say they're broke, they've got 100k in their account.
True.
When I say I'm broke, I've got 0. You see, it differs from personality and lifestyle point
and
of view.
What you earn.
Yeah, and what you make a month. So I feel like if you can afford to, and guys, you must stop this competition thing because just because a friend had a flashy wedding which costed him like 300k, you also want to compete with them. You can still have a beautiful wedding, but with that cost less than what your friend had. I think the trick or the trick is to remain within your budget constraints. If you start doing things that you can afford, then you're gonna start your union or your new relationship or your marriage on a negative balance, because now you need to service those debts that you caused when you were trying to.
And now you fight more now because there's negative balance.
When there's no money.
The fights are they pop up a lot.
I'll tell you something. For example, when I'm broke, I'm very irritable. I don't entertain. Like I get pissed off very easily when I'm broke.
I think everyone does.
For example, let's say it's 2 days before payday, and then maybe Mama will ask me for something that has to do with money. I feel like she's working on my nerves, eh? But after I get paid, my God, I got you anytime. What you want, So I think it's normal. So imagine being broke as a new couple. Now you already
like you're not starting off the matrimony home now as the way it should
already
start.
the environment is fucked. You're gonna be fighting a lot. The bedroom is not gonna be nice. The guy is gonna start cheating. I don't know with what money, because to cheat you need money. You see? Yeah. So it's just gonna be rough.
And
so,
also this thing of people wanting to the thing with people in general, we want to do the same thing. All of us, we want to do the same
don't
thing.
do that,
because a wedding can be in a beautiful garden with 100 people.
Even less,
right?
Yeah.
It can be family, those close family members and friends.
Close friends, yeah.
It can be a wedding. It doesn't have to be this,
I think it goes back to what I said, competition.
True.
Yeah, this thing of competition among friends must actually die. I think I also value the amount of respect that we, should I say respect? The uniqueness that we have in my circle of friends, right? We are all unique in our own ways, whether it's the way we dress, where we stay, the cars we drive. Just because my friend bought a certain car and then I'll go buy the same car, we all have our own taste in things. And I like that about us because no one is competing with the other one.
Everyone's doing their own thing.
And we still manage to remain friends. Although we all have our own taste and different things, So this thing of doing the same thing, I don't think I think it's peer pressure, man.
It is. I just came across this other wedding on TikTok. You know, like you could see that they just found for example, maybe by the backyard, and they decorated nicely. And like, there were extremely few chairs there. You could tell that
it was
it was an intimate thing.
That's what I was looking for. Like the way Pops got married, no?
I didn't see his wedding.
Well, he talked about it, but there was no way. There are no pictures or videos, no? But he said that it was literally less than 30 people. Yeah, it was a family thing, very, very close.
That is exactly what I want also. Also, you know what I loved? I loved Kulichana's wedding.
I haven't seen Kuli. And that means...
Yeah.
It was in the house. It was at home,
house,
man.
yes.
I remember, I remember. Last year,
for
man.
me, like,
was
that
it last year or
was
this year?
I think last year,
Last
if
year.
not early this year.
It was a very,
For
very...
me, like, that was the most beautiful wedding I've ever seen. Like, inside the house, just a theme, decoration.
You need to have a bigger house for you to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, the house is quite big. But yeah, I get what you're trying to get to. Yeah.
Like, they did their own thing. They did not want the shangwani, aprons. You know, like, it's a method now. You have to get aprons, white dresses, or whatever theme you guys have. You change it into your tsonga dress.
Yeah.
After that, like, it's a formula. It doesn't have to be like that. You can do your own thing. Be creative, guys.
I remember this other white chick I used to work with, man. She used to say our funerals are expensive. I'm like, even our weddings are expensive. She's like, in your culture, I'd rather get married than die. She says our funeral, we invest a lot in funerals. Yeah, and other cultures don't do that as well. But before I lose this one, I was saying that, sorry, I was saying this, but I think Kulichana is comedy board.
In what sense?
No, Lamis is a full package. He's a woman, man. And what I like about Lamis, Kulichana came in with a child in that marriage. And Lamis loves Kulichana's kid like her own. Even before they had their own, she used to love I think her name is Lifika or something. I think it's a girl named Lifika. She I think I started respecting her more after how she was treating that boy or that girl, that kid basically, Kulichana's kid. I'm just saying that Lamis is a great person, Jay. She's got a great personality, I would say.
And a great heart.
And yeah, tattoos.
Do you find them cool?
She's got a great body as well.
Like the figure?
Tattoos. Yeah, she's well shaped.
She bought it.
She bought it?
Yeah.
She did the BBL?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I know about Tuli P who did the BBL thing.
She also did.
When?
I think early last year.
Really?
Yeah, she didn't have that hourglass. No, she wasn't like that before.
So fuck it.
She
Yeah, I thought it was real.
No, it's not.
Even Eunice on Skim Sam wanted to get a BBL.
Yeah. Where did it end up?
I don't think she can afford it. Yeah,
Would you be cool with your person having a nose ring? Your wife, actually. Wife.
Nose ring? It's fine. If it makes them happy, fuck it.
Okay.
Oh, if it makes them happy. You know, I'm not one to control people, eh?
Yeah, or what they wear. But what with the things they wear, no matter how short?
It depends on where we are, the environment and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, when I was in high school, for example, I used to wear earrings. I think, I still have holes in my I did in high school. So I wanted to go back to wearing earrings, and my baby mama was like, nah, fuck that shit, you're not wearing any earrings here. But what if it makes me happy?
Which kind? Like the ring ones, the small ring ones?
No, just the normal ones. The ones
those
that
little diamond ones.
Not even diamonds, even if they are just gold or whatever.
Yeah.
I'll find you a picture where I used to wear earrings. I think I used to be cute.
Really?
Yeah, when I used to wear earrings. And then the sad thing is that I can't have any other haircut apart from a chisco because, I mean, look at this.
The jeans.
Yeah, the jeans, the bowl cut. And I hope this baldness means that I'm going to have money one day.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I don't know where the money is going to come from, but
you
I
work
hope I'll have
though.
It's not enough. Just enough to keep the lights on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, who's ever gotten rich from a job?
Yeah, no one.
Yeah, I need to think of other ways of making money. That's part of the 2024 resolutions.
Yeah, true.
When we switch off this camera, we need to think of ways of making money so that we can grow. We need proper studios next year. Yeah, proper mics, guests,
nice
Yeah, need to grow.
couch, yeah.
Yeah, all those
It's
stuff.
all about growth.
Yeah, you start from somewhere. Baby step. Is it raining?
Yeah, it is.
Nice, nice. So yeah. Anyway, any other thing?
I have laundry by the washing line.
It's giving Zimbabwe shame. So, man, don't you know someone who can actually take it off for you while you're here?
No.
You don't trust people.
Plus, also, I don't know people. I don't go out. I just go to vibrate.
You don't have neighbors.
I do, but I'm not even used to them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Don't they think maybe you think you are better because you don't talk to them?
I don't think so. You know, people are different. We have extroverts, we have introverts. And I think I'm an introvert. A big one at that. And also, I had included a question about introverts, you know? Like, actually, what I wanted us to talk about is that do you think extroverted personalities kind of like limit your capability as a person?
Not really, maybe opportunities. Let's say if you were to network a little bit more,
Yes.
you would actually get more opportunities to certain things, maybe to open up to a bigger network.
True.
But because you are introverted, you are limiting yourself to that network. But also, if it makes you happy to be an introvert and it works for your self-care, as self-care for you, so be it. I mean, fuck people. One thing about me is that I hate people. What I mean by saying I hate people is that I'm happier when I'm in my space. That's why I also limited going out. Because now I'll go out to a club and now someone steps on me and they want to fight with me for stepping on me. And then, or maybe, let's say you're standing in a queue and then someone comes and cuts the queue and they don't feel bad about it. You know, I just hate being in those public spaces because dealing with people for me is too much admin.
Same here.
Yeah.
Also for me, I feel like the thing that makes me not to enjoy being with people or interacting is that, you know, people are really mean, hey? Like,
exactly.
people will just be mean at you for
no reason. That's why I hate it. Even when I'm driving, you'll find someone cutting like in front of me and then they don't feel guilty about it. Or they just drive like in a way that is not acceptable and not feel guilty about it.
Also, I feel drained when I have to maybe go to any kind of service providers. You know, there's cashiers, they're just nasty for no reason. Yeah.
And you know, there's this thing, I know who I am, and for example, in my circle, I'm a very respected person. And when I go somewhere and I find this chick that's operating sitting behind a desk with a metric, and then she starts giving me a stinking attitude, not knowing what my intentions are. And I'm actually, generally, I'm a very nice person in approach. You know, I was raised so well that I'll never approach someone and just start talking. And at first I greet them. You know, I once went to this Pick and Pay in Centurion. No, it was not Pick and Pay. So I had two experiences. I went to Discount first. I bought something. And then I greeted this chick. Actually, I bought something and then I had to redo my discount card. And then I get to this chick that was supposed to assist me. I'm like, how are you doing? She's like, I'm fine. And then she did the card, I left. I went to Pick and Pay, liquor. I went to buy some liquor. I'm like, how are you doing? She's like, I'm fine, and you?
Yeah,
and then I started comparing the two responses. I'm like, what was wrong with that chick at this game? You understand? Just dealing with people. I'm glad that in my job or line of work, I don't have to deal with a lot of people. I once hinted to my little sister that I wanted to quit working, maybe buy a taxi like a Quantum, and start driving a Quantum. She's like, you won't survive a day.
Girl, you're right.
Why not?
I feel like you're not like really patient.
That I'm not. Even with my daughter sometimes, there are certain things like sometimes I lose my shit with my daughter.
I feel like it's a general thing. Like men generally are not really.
That's why you will never find a man teaching at a preschool or a nursery school because they don't have patience. Yeah. Imagine dealing with 50 toddlers there. I would lose my shit instantly. I would quit that job. I wouldn't last a day in that job. You can't pay me enough to do that job.
The other day, I went at the mall and I went to this clothing store, and then I saw this other dude. He was you could see that he's pissed off now because
White dude, black dude?
a black dude. You
Yeah.
could see that he's pissed because his girl is going in and out of the fitting room. So-
And also with that, nah, I hate going to the shopping with my family.
Yeah.
You know, when I shop, nah, I know what I want.
You
I
just
will
go
literally
straight.
go into the mall, get into this shop, pick what I want, pay,
Okay.
fuck off. Go to the next shop, pay, fuck off.
Yeah.
And the shops that I shop at, they don't get packed. You will never find a queue where I shop. So they wanna go to Mr. Price. You see, you know the queue at Mr. Price.
I know. I know.
Guys.
Like from the first up until the first, like you find a queue.
No, this shopping with family, guys. I need to start getting paid to do that. We went to Main Lane also on Thursday.
Yeah.
I was.
Was it packed?
It was packed. And we
Yeah,
went there in the
that's
evening.
the
I think we went
time
there around
also.
6ish because they closed around 8, right? Yeah, we went to do shopping there. I couldn't wait to finish that shopping.
Yeah,
there.
like festive, go to Waterfall, Mall of Africa, go to mainland, like festive's just
Yeah,
packed.
it's just crazy. So hey,
Yeah.
guys, shopping, nah.
Mm,
If I was to pay not to do shopping again with my family,
you wouldn't.
I would pay not to do it again because I mean they enjoy it a lot. That's the fact of
Yeah,
thing.
I also enjoy that. Like I would maybe decide to go for lunch, and after that just go and fit clothes without having to buy them. First,
So
go
you
to-
put all your sweat in those clothes and then we must come and buy.
Yeah,
Come
that's
on,
basically
guys.
what happens. Because
Girls.
when you buy, you don't know if a person has fitted that before or not. You just buy. The reason why I also I've normalized washing clothes like
After
new
you buy
clothes. Yes, I've normalized
You have
that.
time, no? I don't. Just you know what I do sometimes,
Yeah.
especially with shoes, no? When I buy shoes at the shop, I take off the old ones and wear the new ones. So that if I'm walking, if someone snatches, they take the old shoes, and I've already worn the new shoes. Yeah, I do that. I recently when last did I buy shoes? I think it was around June, July. I can't remember.
Yeah.
I wore those shoes same time at the shop. That chick at the shop, she was like, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't play like that. I think it's a habit that I've developed from back in the days. I think about 20 years ago. I don't know. I've just been like that. Unless I bought more than one pair, which
Yeah,
hardly
it's
happens.
not possible.
It is possible, but
I mean,
it hardly
to like
happens.
wear,
Yeah,
wear
to
them
work. Yeah,
same
that is
time.
not practical.
Yes.
But yeah, man. Introvert. Anything else?
About
Topics.
I had quite a number.
Load shedding. I saw some load shedding there for a moment in your
Wait.
brain.
Yeah. Introverts. Also, the other one interesting one that I got was what makes people reluctant to commitment.
Disappointment. For people that have been disappointed a lot, they are very, very scared to commit again because they don't know if they'll get hurt again. So they have trust issues basically.
Like they're traumatized.
Sort of. Which is wrong because, I mean, you are not dating the same person, for example. So, Mina, I believe, commit. If you are new again.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
good.
you can't blame the new person for the previous person's mistakes. Yeah, I understand. I feel like it's unfair. I feel it's bullshit.
It is unfair.
Yeah.
It is unfair.
So they must hurt you until you die. Yeah, you move on, you get hurt, move on until you die.
But you know, sometimes you don't choose. Hey, like your brain, you know, your brain is a very complicated organ. Sometimes you can tell yourself to say, no, I'm crushing what's happened in the history. I'm going to a new relationship now. And when you step in, like maybe if a similar thing happens, maybe
And then it triggers the old stuff.
all of it. You know, brain.
The brain is
you're-
stupid sometimes, eh?
Yeah,
Well, the
it's-
heart is stupid. The brain is not stupid.
like it's so smart because it keeps everything
Do you
If-
love with your heart or with your brain?
with your heart, obviously.
Hmm?
With the heart. But obviously, you know, I also think you love with the heart, but your brain kind of like reminds you of the negatives that are possible to happen. But now, like the heart,
The heart is stupid, the brain is realistic.
yeah,
Yeah.
simple
But-
as that.
Yeah, so you must actually find a way to balance the two. Don't love too much with the heart and not too much, because when you love too much with the brain, it simply means you don't care. You see, if you're 100% on the brain, any small misunderstanding can actually lead to a breakup. You can tell that person to fuck off because it's just your brain. But if your heart is also involved, there will be that soft spot to say, "Hey, but I love this person." You see? Yeah. So I think that the trick is to balance between the two, and I don't think a lot of people have mastered that yet.
Yeah, and that goes hand in hand with the emotional intelligence.
Yeah, which I did say that this year has taught me to actually master that part of life more, because a lot happened. Disappointments, you know, situations that had to force me to improve on that, whether I liked it or not. You see. So
And
yeah.
a lot of people aren't aware with emotional intelligence. I also think it's one aspect of life that was supposed to be spoken more about, or like being brought out there for people to know. You know, like most of people are not aware that they're actually not smart in that sense.
Yeah, I mean, you will see that a lot when people are in a difficult situation. Let's say you've got a boss at work, and then you did something that actually, you know, they need to act on it. That's where they're supposed to actually snap, and if they don't snap, they've mastered the art of emotional intelligence. It's knowing when to react and how to react. So in my case, I'd rather not react immediately and cool off a little bit and then react later.
Yes.
Like if someone sends me like a shit email at work, I mostly want to reply immediately.
Yes.
I'll first digest it, probably a few hours or then until the next day, and then I'll respond more calm now. Because if I respond immediately, I'm gonna tell them shit.
Yeah, and then we also should apply that to family relationships and relationships as much as possible, because if you have like a hiccup with a friend or your sister or whoever, and they respond in a certain way, it doesn't sit well with you. If you respond same time,
yeah, you must give them space. If it's with your partner in the house, if you don't have a car, take a walk. If you have a car, take a drive. Go for a drive. Clear your mind. If you want to get a drink or a coffee or a beer, have a beer. Come back more calmer.
yeah,
And then and remember what I told you in a very, very first episode. If you date a kind person, they will be kind. But if someone is not kind, you know, one thing about me, for example, I don't forget words. No? Words really stick in my head, and they stay for forever, if not for a very long time. No? Yeah, I can actually replay those words sometimes when I'm really pissed off. So you must be very careful with your words when you're angry as well, because if you say the wrong stuff, some people may never forget. Right, what?
Words are hectic, eh?
Yeah, so anything else? Any closing remarks? I think Melissa, but
Yeah, no, I'm just wishing everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and keep safe, guys. As every year people say don't drink and drive, but obviously some people are going to do it anyway, but
just be safe.
Just be safe and be vigilant.
Yeah, whatever I do, just be safe. And want to see you back in 2024.
Yes.
And cheers to more subscribers, more likes, more shares, more everything. We'll be launching a TikTok and an Instagram account, so we'll be posting some of our shots there of the highlights of the podcast.
Yes.
So look out for that as well. We'll post the link in the description below.